a request for a statement regarding the alleged dumping of toxic and nuclear waste in northeastern region. At that point, I had asked, this was pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, and I rose to request for a statement from the chairperson of this committee regarding alleged dumping of hazardous and nuclear waste in the northeastern part of Kenya. I'd said that there have been claims in recent past that sometime in the late 1990s and even earlier on, the government through the Ministry of Energy okayed the dumping of toxins, including nuclear waste in northeastern region. Research has proven the nuclear waste is associated with high cases of cancer. Owing to the harmful effects of nuclear waste, the claims of nuclear dumping in northeastern region have stirred discomfort about health challenges experienced especially among residents who believe that the rampant cases can be traced back to the dumping of nuclear waste. And it was against this backdrop that I asked for a statement from the chairperson of this departmental committee on environment, forestry and mining on the following matters. Could the committee undertake an inquiry into the alleged illegal dumping of hazardous and nuclear waste in the northeastern part of Kenya, including its environmental effects and association with high cases of cancer reported in that part of the country? I also asked for the stating of the measures that the ministry has put in place to ensure that residents of the region whose land was illegally used for dumping hazardous and nuclear waste and whose health has been adversely affected by the harmful chemicals are fully compensated. And I also asked what regulatory frameworks has the government put in place to ensure that all hazardous waste, including nuclear waste in the country, are securely disposed without causing harm to humans, animals, and environment. Honorable Chair, we are groping in the dark. We do not know the full details of what we're dealing with. But what we know is that there is an epidemic of cancer in the northeastern part of the country, so high that doctors are saying that they're overwhelmed. Just this morning, the Governor Garissa County and I have been speaking to doctors and experts at the Regional Cancer Center in Garissa, and they speak of huge numbers. And they say that most of the people who are coming to the center for treatment and who are being diagnosed with cancer at the center, majority of them are coming from the rural areas. And this sends, many signals, because most of the places where the alleged nuclear and toxic waste were buried were deep in our rural areas, the grazing lands where our livestock graze, the sources of water tainted with what people are calling the dumping of toxic and nuclear waste. And ideally, what we would want from the action that you've spurred, and I really appreciate this committee. I find the step you've taken as very brave, unprecedented, a step never taken before, because many times this issue of the dumping of nuclear and toxic waste in northeastern and northern Kenya has been a source of debate at the National Assembly, but no one has been brave enough until today to take this unprecedented step to look into actually what happened and why. What the ideal result that we need from this very brave and bold step is proper investigations, a multi-faceted approach to it, water experts, land experts, people from the Ministry of Energy, experts on the environment, to go in and look at exactly what happened and what have been the adverse effects, both not just on human beings, but also their livestock, which is their main source of livelihood. Chair, if you give me a few more minutes, I would like to refer to a report done by Joint Committee of Water, Energy, Environment, Natural Resources, and the Committee of Medical Services, Public Health, and Sanitation of my county, Wajir County, which took the step of going out there to do an investigation based on eyewitness accounts. The companies, the foreign companies that are alleged to have dumped this toxic and nuclear waste in the region were hiring locals, and some of them are still alive. And based on the interviews, not just with them, but elders, eyewitnesses, they came up with this report. If you'll allow me, I'll quote some parts of it.
We'll proceed, and maybe you could also assist us with that report if it has not been submitted
It
yet.
has been submitted to the committee.
It's already in our file.
Yes, and you have the coordinates for the exact places the locals are claiming that the dumping of the waste was done.
Very good. Proceed.
In this very important report from the Wajir County Assembly's joint committees, they talk about that they have found out, based on interviews with local communities and local elders, they found out evidence pointing towards incidents of dumping of toxic waste, potentially including even nuclear waste, across multiple sites within Wajir County. The committee gathered credible testimonies from various sources, including local residents and health professionals. Some of these 4 sources claim to have actually witnessed the dumping of substances in specific locations that have been employed, while being employed as casual laborers by the foreign companies. The sources reported the discovery of unusual substances in several areas within Wajir County, which are suspected to be toxic. The identification of dumping locations across sub-counties, 6 sub-counties in Wajir County, was done through a rigorous process involving multiple sources and eyewitnesses. Firstly, community interviews played a crucial role, with local residents and leaders providing valuable information. And they give, according to the eyewitnesses, testimonies from various sites, dumping of substances which are believed to be toxic and nuclear waste. In Wajir West constituency, they give Arbajan Ward, a place called Galado, located on the outskirts of Arbajan, near the border of Isiolo North.
No, for even information, Chair, are you referring to what we have?
Yes.
Really? Okay. Then you will be quoting the pages. So that
I am quoting. Okay. Thank you. According to the report by the committees, Arbajan Ward in Wajir West is suspected to be one of the places where this dumping was done, in a place called Galado, located.
You are on what page?
I am on page 4.
Page 4. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Proceed, please.
I'll take that again. In Wajir West constituency, Arbajahan Ward, Galado area, located on the outskirts of Arbajahan town, near the border of Isiolo North and Wajir West constituencies. The coordinates are given there quite clearly. In Adai Masajida Ward, in the same constituency, the report says it's located on the outskirts of Adai Masajida Ward, in between Bilik location and Adai Masajida town, and the coordinates are also given there. In my constituency, Wajir South constituency, in Habaswain Ward, the report gives Birole, located on the outskirts of Karu location, and the coordinates are Wajir South Karu, latitude 0.914476, longitude 39,700,328. In Lagbogol South, which is still in my constituency, a place called Bojuhumag and Abdullah Gulbeit, located between Lagbogol town and Lehele, and the coordinates are there. In the Jabula, also in my constituency, a place known as Baron location, located on the outskirts of Baron settlement. And in Dif as well, the coordinates are given in Ibrahim Ure Ward as well, Argani town and El Dule area, all in Wajir South constituency. In Wajir East constituency, LMD in Wajir town, Konton, Riba, Qorof Harar Town, and Bera Hararisak, which also has the coordinates. In Wajir North constituency, Buna Ward is given in Buna Ward, there is the Salah Hill area, the Kenya Power Station site, and Malkasirir in Beramu location, also given as the ground zeros where this dumping of toxic waste was done. In the same constituency, Malgagufu Ward, Korosh area, and Harudera are given as the dumping sites. In Tarbaj constituency, Tarbaj Ward, 3 sites in Tarbaj Ward are given by the report as the sites where some of this was done, including Yupkona and opposite the Tarbaj AP camp. Also in Sarman Ward, we have Gosie, Farwale, Sofa, and Kokai Dam. Those, I believe, coordinates and sites given after the great work done by the Wajir County Assembly will direct anyone wanting to carry out proper investigations to the sites where they will be able to take soil sampling and also look at the massive environmental degradation caused by whatever has been dumped in those areas. Chair, I really appreciate this opportunity, and I believe that something good will come out of this. And for the first time, we believe, we have hopes that proper investigations will be done into a matter that has been on the lips of the people of northern Kenya, a matter of grave concern that has caused them so much torment, and hopefully we will be able to put this matter to rest. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you very much.